Sip 2 podcast. It's episode number 5.
Number 5.
Crazy.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What are we drinking today,
It's tea
Joan?
today. It's a mellow, stressful day, so we decided to go for tea. And it's a Saturday afternoon.
I'm Jeanette.
I'm Joan.
And I'm Riley K on Ravelry. I'm Nettie Keys on Instagram. But we also have a Knit One Sip 2 group on Ravelry and a Knit One Sip 2 Instagram.
Yep.
And where are you on Ravelry?
I am Units. YUKNITS.
Okay.
On Ravelry. So, yay.
What's going on? We're drinking tea. Any specialty?
York Gold. That's it. It's been a crazy afternoon. It's been a crazy couple of days. Because, I'm trying to get out the door with my youngest, and...
Oh, I should say that today's Saturday. We don't usually podcast on Saturdays. Saturday, June...
Well, no, we don't know 15th? When we're going to post this.
I know,
so you sure you want to put that in?
Yeah, I was going to explain that. June 15th.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time you're watching this, a few weeks have gone by because Joan's going away.
Yes.
So we're
pre-podcasting. So this is pre-recorded. This is pre-recorded for a studio audience. So
studio audience
of Coco, who's sleeping on the couch.
We should also say thank you to anyone who hangs with us and watches, because we're figuring this out as we go.
Yes.
So
it's been an adventure, a positive adventure.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
it has.
Speaking of which, my notes are on that iPad that's over there.
Uh-oh.
And since you're on the outside, can you go get me my iPad? Okay, this is gonna greatly disrupt our videotaping. Should I film music? Although Gary's really good at filling music. Did you see what he put in?
I don't watch. I can't get back in.
That's it. You're cut out.
I haven't gotten brave enough to watch yet.
You have to see what he's hysterical. I took photos and I showed you, right?
Yes.
He put in things on the bottom, like editorial comments. He's like, we're missing the big kahuna or whatever Chelsea Pearls has. I was like, what's that?
Yeah, he has his own editorial comments, which I'm sure.
You have to give him. Yes, he said that on one of them.
Did he?
Yeah, he said pay him more. And I said in the last episode, that's hello. Yeah, the dog's down here loving me.
Okay, do you want to start?
I can. I'm not quite sure.
Well,
works in progress. What am I working on?
Because I assume you don't have anything finished because you just podcasted a week ago, or do you?
I do not have anything finished, but I'm really excited with the progress. So should I start with the exciting progress or the less exciting progress? Maybe I should start with the less exciting and work up.
Either way.
Okay. I'll start with the less exciting. So, you gave me a hard time last week because I didn't include this. So here we go.
Yes.
So here's the Julie's wrap. This is how far I've gotten. I'm doing this in the Plucky Primo fingering. And I've gotten...
Wait, not in the tea, but...
Not in the tea. In the tea would be bad.
Yeah, that's such a pretty color. I don't know. That's a better... Back here is actually a better,
I mean, it's just
such a pretty color.
It's so pretty, and as you get older, I think pink is better on the old skin. So
it's such a pretty pink.
I've gotten pretty far. I'm just a few inches away from starting the edge. I know I've got fiber on my lips. So I'm just a few inches away from starting on the edge, and it's
exciting.
You knit garter stitch all the way around, and then you do bobbles. And I'm trying to decide if I want to continue the bobbles in the pink, or what is this? This is the bellow. So this has got a little bit more haze. On one hand,
this is
that's
the fingering.
The fingering. On one hand, it's kind of a sin to do the bobbles in bellow because it's such a soft.
Do you have enough? Was your intention always to make it gray and pink, or was it just going to be pink?
My intention was to do whatever I had enough yarn for. It was it's one of those things where I've made it a little bit wider than what the pattern called
because you're tall.
Yes. So, so I don't know if I should okay to do it all in pink, or if I should just say, you know what, do the whole band in pink and just do the little baubles on the
baubles can eat up yarn.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's my quandary, and I think I'm gonna see how I feel. I want to say I also have another skein of a different plucky gray hanging out someplace behind me, which might sway me. But anyway, and I love the way those look together.
Mm-hmm.
Very pretty. So I'm hoping that's going to be done when I get back from my adventure up in San Francisco.
Are you going to take it?
I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take the other work in progress. But you go next. Your turn.
Well, I have a finished object. Well, it's a hoe. So yesterday I watched the Grocery Girls podcast, and I got so excited about Tracy's new sock pattern that I stopped in the middle of the podcast, and I went and found yarn to make a happy pair of socks. June is not my favorite month. Both my parents died in June, not to be too heavy. And so Father's Day starts that whole, and I just wanted some happy project. I had no business casting on another thing. I have so many things, so many whips, and I get like a little stressed out if I have too many whips. I don't know if you're like that or if anyone else is like that, but I get a little too anxious if I have too many whips. But I also just wanted a really happy project. So I made these Pride Month Georgia socks. And the cool thing about this
They're adorable.
Is that Joan gifted me this yarn. And I already knit a pair of shorties out of this this yarn. And so I didn't really have enough for the whole thing. So I had to do some creative adding in. So, but they were super fun to knit, I should say, first. And at first, you do them cuff down. And when I first did this part, it actually kind of bugged me. Like, why is it, it's dipping down because of the little feather and fan pattern right here. But when you wear it, it kind of,
this way, you're off camera.
Sorry. When you wear it, it kind of goes under your ankle bone there. So it's perfect.
Oh, it goes under your ankle bone.
Yeah, like your little,
Oh,
so this is the right
How smart.
Yeah, isn't that smart? And I thought it was just so pretty and fun and just happy. It made me happy. So these are my June Pride Month socks, Pride socks. And so this is a Tosh Merino light, actually.
So Cecilia's birthday is June 29th, the day of the San Francisco Pride Parade.
Oh.
So I think you need to finish these by next weekend so that I can go up there and walk around San Francisco.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, awesome. That would be awesome. And so the main yarn, this yarn is White Birch Fiber Arts in the Nothing Says Screw You Like a Rainbow colorway, which I love. Yes. And Joan got this for me at Stitches West a few years ago and gifted it to me. I had to do some creative to make the stripes, be perfect. I had to do some creative cutting, and it left a lot of ends to weave in, and then I had to do some creative heel. It's a cut-in heel, afterthought heel, which I'd never done before, but the pattern is awesome. She does a great job on the pattern. She has a link to the Kirby Werby video and a great job of explaining it. So it was really fun.
Now, is the heel, is that part of Nothing Says Screw You?
No, so I didn't have enough. So this is a mini. This is the heel, and it's a mini from Leading Men Fiber Arts. I don't know the colorway. I got it for my blanket. And this is a hedgehog mini called Egg Yolk. And the colors
that's almost perfect.
Dead on. And then the red is the Madeline Tosh, and this is Nothing Says Screw You Like a Rainbow. So I had a lot of ends to weave in, some of which still need to be woven
that's
in.
Okay.
But I have a hoe. My first one. And I actually think they look cuter than on the sock blocker.
So cute.
Yeah, these are really fun.
Good job, Tracy.
I know. So I was really happy with my hoe.
Awesome. Good hoe.
Oh. We have a hoe.
So I forgot I have 3 whips. So this is my attempt at sock knitting. Please contain your laughter. So this is the Vanilla is the new black sock
That's a good
pattern. It is. It's a good pattern for those of us that are heel challenged. So, and I liked it because I didn't know. So this is a,
That yarn is really cool. It's a gradient.
Gradient, thank you. This is a gradient yarn. Things just are not coming to the brain as easily as they used to when I was younger. It's a gradient yarn. It is, no, it's okay.
Oh, that's the wrong ball band.
It's from, wait for it, Fierce Fibers. It's Fierce Fibers True, and the color is Attitude. So, and
those for you?
These are for Cecilia.
Ah.
So, and that's going to be, hopefully I'm not going to have to do the toe in a different color. I didn't plan all that well, and she has big feet. So, but if I do, I do.
Yeah, if you do,
So,
you could find a really fun color that's going to go
exactly.
with that. You could find a mini.
I could do a rainbow.
You could.
A rainbow toe. So, but this was my first, remember we kept walking around stitches, and I was like, I really, really want to do a gradient, and this was my first venture into gradient, and I just love it. It was so much fun.
And that's a fun pattern. You're doing great.
Yeah, and I'm doing
socks.
2 at a time. You know what? These are probably the best I've done because they're nice and tight.
Yeah.
The other ones I've done
want to go down to a smaller needle too.
Either that or just knit whenever I'm stressed.
Or knit
that
less
seems
stitches.
To be
Knit a 56 stitch sock instead of, is it 64
Yeah,
stitches?
I think so.
Yeah, you could just do 56 and then
I didn't know that.
And then it's faster.
But don't I have to do like math when I get to the toe?
No,
maybe a little bit?
no. Most sock patterns, like Tracy's, has 56, 64, 72. Oh. So I think
I have
you
never
could just go down to 56, and then it goes faster too.
Okay.
Because you're a loose knitter, then that way you'll get a tighter gauge.
Because these are pretty tight. I was pretty impressed with how tight those are.
Yeah, that's good.
So
yeah, these might work out great.
How fun. These have been
those are awesome.
Progress for about a year. So
did you buy that at last year's stitches?
2 years ago. So
cool.
So yeah, so that's, and I mean I think it's great yarn. It was fun. So and they were, and both the skeins were wound separately so that you could start and have matching socks.
That's nice to do 2 at a time. Yeah.
Yes. So
that's my favorite way to knit socks 2 at a time.
Yep.
Because now I have one finished sock, but I have to finish the other one. So
yes. But you're going to finish the other one so that I can go to Cape Ride your socks.
Where are we now? Let's see.
So do you have another work in progress?
I do have another work in progress. So my big love sweater did not get any love because we always talk about the weather. It got to be about 100 degrees and 90 degrees here, and I'm not complaining because I spent the other podcast complaining about the fog and no sun. I am not complaining. No. But the thing is, it doesn't get that hot here, so none of us have air conditioning.
I was going to say, the thing that killed me was the 81 degrees in my house.
Yes.
That was a little oppressive.
It was not great for knitting worsted weight alpaca and silk cloud held together. So the big love got no love. No. But I did knit on my other sweater whip, which is think. Sunday Knits. Here it is.
Oh, yeah.
Petite Knits Sunday Tee. Here it is.
Petite Knits. This is the really tight.
Yeah. And it's knit out of Holstgarn Coast. And so I'm knitting it on a size 2 needle. This is the top, it's the neck, and it started on a 0 needle. And so the idea is that it, as you wear it, it's going to stretch out because it's ribbing, and you have increased here. So another, not too much longer, and I'll be able to split for the sleeves. It's in the J colorway, which is a really pretty blue if you like blue. There, that's a good, if you like blue. So I've been knitting pretty regularly on that. So that's my other sweater. And that's a nice light
yarn to knit.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, I did get sweaty, but it wasn't bad.
I'm cheating.
Oh, I'll explain that. Ooh. So yeah, that's another whip.
Wait, oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to buy that. Yeah. Okay. Do you have other whips?
I have one more whip. Watch me leaning.
I don't know these songs. I am so not with it.
So after every dance competition, while they're like tallying the scores and all that kind of stuff, they have all the kids come out on the stage and they play random music, like everything from YMCA to that, and the kids all get up on stage, and so all the parents, to embarrass the heck out of the kids, we all get in the audience, we start dancing, and they're like, sit down. So anyway,
you should just dance more. Oh, that's
I'm so
beautiful.
happy. So look at how far I've gotten. So
that's beautiful.
talk about
that
the
looks
weather,
like really fun.
working for you, because this is all cotton. This is the Barocco Pima 100, which I showed last week.
Yeah, I love that.
So I'm really happy with it.
That's really pretty.
So yeah, so that's, and I just started the light pink.
That's a really pretty combination. I love the combination you chose.
I know, I'm happy. And then
the
I
next
really love
one that. That's awesome.
Is going to be this gray.
Oh, pretty.
And then, so it'll be pink and then gray. And then I don't know if it's going to be long enough. I might have to do, I didn't plan very well. I was thinking of just doing one section of each color. I have enough pink. I don't know if I've got enough to like double the stripes. So what I might have to do is then do a section where it's skinny stripes, and just have like fat stripes on one half and skinny stripes on another. So we'll see.
Really pretty.
Yeah,
I really like the color combination you chose.
I'm really happy with
really
it.
Pretty.
The only problem I've run into, well, I always have to have like a plus and a minus.
Yeah.
So
don't we all?
Yeah.
We pick at it.
Yeah. Is that it's on me. It's so easy to do that sometimes I've like knit and like totally skipped the decreases.
Oh, I've done that all kinds.
Yeah.
Sometimes when a pattern is so mindless, you just kind of
and then I'll like it's like, oh okay, I've got to hurry up and decrease 3 on this side or something. Like that. But anyway, that's what it's all about, to be hand knit. So anyway,
that's so pretty. I love that.
So yeah, I'm really happy with it. It was, and this is whose pattern is this? Espace Tricot. And it's just 100%.
I love their patterns, and they're all free. I mean, how awesome is that?
And it's just so cute, and it's fun. It's just a fun, like, how many often do you get to knit with colors like this? And then whatever I have left over, I'm going to make her some baby hats. Some of those berry baby hats.
Oh, that'll be darling.
This green for the stem.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be so cute. Like a little raspberry.
Yeah. So
cute.
Anyway, so that's been. This has been my 80-degree weather.
I love that. I love that little blanket.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cute. I was pretty pleased with myself. So my 80-degree weather knitting.
I have another sock whip, but it's a test knit for Luli. Luli? Yeah, Luli. And so I can't show it. I mean, there's not much to show anyway. I'm not that far, but she asked that it not be shown. I'm just going to show you the yarn. And so it's...
Can you say what it is?
It's socks, and they have multiple charts. So, yeah. It's not difficult, but it does take concentration. It's not as mindless as most socks. So I ordered this yarn. It's West Yorkshire Spinners. Lee is her name, but she goes by Luli. She lives in the UK, so I thought, I'll order UK yarn. So I ordered this yarn in, I forget what colorway it is. It's sort of a periwinkle color. It's showing up a little more purple. That might be good.
Yeah. This is getting the shoe colored.
It's 75% wool, 25% nylon. I'd never knitted with this yarn before. We'll see. Not sure about it yet. But I do have to say that since I ordered it from Simply Socks Yarn Company, and I've ordered from them before every single time. Their service is amazing. I mean, I've been so impressed. So I ordered on a Friday. They're in Indiana. I got it on Monday. Yeah, in the mail Monday. Wow. Just regular post. Wow. So I also ordered this color, which could coordinate with the other. So I'll do socks out of this and the heel out of the other.
That's cute. With
the leftover. And I think this is called Delphinium. It's from their florist line. And this
is that going to stripe, do you think? Or is it just going to be like
No, I think it's just speckly.
Wow.
And then this is their Christmas color from last year.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah, I do too. It's called Fairy Lights.
Oh, I thought it came with a needle or something.
No. So that was fun. Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah,
Oh.
but such great service from that place. I was so impressed.
Okay.
So that's that.
And now I'm looking at that.
Yeah, so I didn't talk about what I'm wearing, but this is an old, in 2015, I think I knit this, and it's called Sky Blue, and it's got these pearls on this side, and it's by Thea Coleman. I don't know if I can turn around, but it's got a whole, it's tight quarters. It's got a whole back.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I really like this. It's knit out of Barocco Maya. The yarn was a gift from my sister, and so I guess I should try.
I was gonna say.
This podcasting stuff is all new to me, so I liked it so much. The yarn is, I think, alpaca and cotton. I liked it so much that I knit another one, and I made sleeves, even though the pattern didn't call for sleeves. Oh no, I'm all like funky, but that's okay. The pattern didn't call for sleeves, but I wanted sleeves, so I knit sleeves, and I wear this sweater all the time. It's so neutral. The yarn is super drapey. It's nice and cool.
Who's this by? What yarn?
This is this yarn. It's stiff right now, and I'll explain why. So it's just been discontinued, like just a couple months ago.
Cotton and alpaca.
Yeah, cotton and alpaca, but like feel this one. It's super soft.
That is. It's the
same yarn. Yeah.
Oh, it's discontinued. That's too
yeah,
bad.
it is.
And I like this because it's like a
It's chainette, and it's worsted weight.
Really nice.
So this sweater I wear all the time.
Is this the one that you have a stain on?
Yes, I got a stain right here. So I soaked it in Eucalyptus. I put spray and wash on it. I did OxyClean. Finally I got diluted bleach and went and with a toothbrush just on these stains. I don't know what this is. It would not come out. I soaked it, like everything. I worked at it and worked at it and worked at it. So I went online and found a place that had like 2 skeins of this color, which is called Vanilla Flower. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to snip the bind off and it's only up to here. So I just have that to reknit. So another sweater to fix, but it's just like a super comfy, easy to knit called Sky Blue. And so that's another project but I have that other puntilla sweater too that I have to fix. And fixing things is not that much fun. But
no, it's not. You feel really accomplished when you get it done.
Yeah, and I bought the yarn because it's discontinued, and I hardly found any of this color. Like there was
and you used a
stain. It's like all stained. Oh,
well, maybe you should consider not fixing it. Maybe you should dip it.
Yeah, well, I thought about
what would happen if you just...
Well, I thought about that. I thought about over dyeing it, but now that I put bleach on it, that area is not going to over dye. So I have to
really?
Yeah, once it's bleached, it won't over dye. Like you can't see it in this light, but you can see like it's a little bit blue where the OxyClean was on it. But I can reknit this part, and then I don't know about this part. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe. So I bought a couple skeins to redo this. While I can still get this yarn. So I ordered this from La Mouton Rouge Knittery in Bloomington, Illinois, and they also had fabulous service. So that was really cool. Yeah, I ordered it on a Friday and got it like Tuesday. So it was crazy how quick all of it came.
Wow.
So that was fun. Cool. Yeah.
Okay. I have I'm gonna like you share an older project. So for those knitters so I wanted to do this project for 2 reasons. Number 1, I thought I could use it a ton, which I do. It's like my go-to shawl. And number 2, I wanted to experiment and try some yarns that I had never tried before. I'd never done anything with before. We go to Stitches every year, and I love to walk around and see all the different yarns everybody has, and this was a fun way to work with them. So I did the Pearl Soho. What is it? It's like this Amazing Seed Stitch Wrap. And I did it in a DK. It calls for worsted, but I did it in a DK because I didn't want it to weigh a ton. But
did you make it the size of the pattern, or did you make it bigger?
Oh, I always make it bigger.
Well, and since you went down, and that's so pretty. That is so much seed stitch.
So yes, a ton of seed stitch. So I ended up knitting every single bit of every single skein except for this first one, because this first one was Miss Babs, and that had by far way more.
Sweet pea colorway.
Yes.
And Miss Babs Yowza.
Yes.
I know that.
So I knit every bit of every other skein, and it turns out that when I was done, I had to take off the last 3 skeins worth because it was way too long. So I'm just gonna show you all the colors, and then I will tell you what everything is afterwards. But see all of the different colors, and everything is. I think I got everything from a different place.
Yeah, you did. I remember.
Yes, you were helping us.
The hunt for it was super fun.
It was so much fun, and all of the remember all of the vendors got into it. They were like, "Oh, what are you looking for?" And I would hold out everything, and we would move the yarn around. It was so much fun. Okay, so Two Guys Yarn Company.
Which one was that?
Is the light pink.
Light pink.
That one, I think. Oh, actually, I got 2 from Two Guys Yarn Company. The other one is number 5, but I don't remember which one that is. See, I didn't do such a good job of keeping records because I never thought that anybody would really care.
This is Sincere Sheep.
So that's Sincere Sheep.
And what color is that?
Where is that? Oh, I got a couple from Miss Babs too. Where? Neighborhood Fiber Company, Sincere Sheep. Here we go.
Purple, one of the purples.
All I have is light gray. It's the Cormos Sport.
Oh, this is the Western Sky. Red, purple.
Yes, I think you're right. That's Western Sky. Blue green. I think. But see, the other thing is I think this also has all of the skeins, and some of them were blue green and stuff. So anyway, so the ones that I got, yeah, it's on my project page. Western Sky Knits, Sincere Sheep, a few from Neighborhood Fiber Company, a few from Miss Babs. I got the Kunlun from Miss Babs. Two Guys Yarn Company. I got 2 from Lola Girl. Gotta love that name. And the other one was number 5 from Two Guys Yarn Company. So anyway, this isn't so much to tease you about the yarns that I don't remember what I got, but it's to say that, it's a good scrap project too, and it's so much fun to wear.
It's like a schlinket.
It is. And my girlfriend saw it and she wanted to walk away with it, and I was like, no. So she ended up going out and buying yarn and giving me the yarn so I could make her one.
Did you make it?
I did. That's on my project page too. But the nice thing is it's great for traveling because you can wrap yourself up in it. And depending on what I'm wearing, I can wear the pink out towards the front and the green towards the back, or I can wear the green towards the front. So I just love it. Yeah, and it was easy, and it was, fun knitting. And it kind of is also would be a fun first knit, or not first knit, but early on for a fairly new knitter, because it was just seed stitch. So it's not like you have to follow any pattern, or if your gauge is off, does it really matter? No. It's just fun. It was just fun. So anyway,
it's beautiful.
So that's my go-to wrap. So that's cool. my FO. That's it for FOs.
Yeah, I don't have anything else. I have one of the favorite things I ever knit. I need to buy yarn for and reknit it.
What's that?
It is.
I'm looking for the other thing that I want to share.
It is what is it called? Endless cardigan? No. Effortless cardigan.
I remember this one.
Yeah, I wear this thing all the time.
Yeah, this is a nice one.
Effortless cardigan, and it's one of those with the waterfall kind of front. I made the fronts, because I'm short, I made the fronts.
Is this Madeline Tosh?
Yes, it's Madeline Tosh Vintage. And because I'm short, I made the fronts a little less big. But, it is the coziest sweater. Yeah. The thing is the color is awful. It's not my color. It's called Gossamer, and it's just not my color. And it's
not bad. It's just bad. Not.
It's bad. It's kind of a beigey gray, and it's not great.
You look better in the jewel tones.
Yeah, so I'd like to reknit it. And plus, it's seen a lot of wear. I mean, I wear it around the house. It's like my house sweater.
Right.
So I would like to knit another one. So
what do you think you want to knit?
I don't know.
Maybe we'll find something when we're at
Stitches. We're going to Stitches Midwest. I'm so excited.
I know, it's gonna be so much fun.
I have to tell a funny story about my coworker. So at the last Stitches West, and she's fairly new. So at the last Stitches West, I had on my calendar time off for Stitches, and we have this whole shared calendar, Google Calendar thing at work. So she very gently said, "Oh, I see you're taking time off for Stitches." Yeah. She was so sweet. I see you're taking time off for Stitches. And I was like, yeah. And I was surprised that she even asked me or knew anything about it. And she said, I just hope everything works out okay. I don't know what's going on, but I'm so sorry that you're having Stitches. And I'm no. Stitches is a good thing. So I put on my calendar Stitches again, time off for Stitches, and she came in my office the other day and she was like, yeah, I still remember thinking that Stitches was a bad thing, that you were having Stitches.
You should have written something next to it, Stitches and a cast.
Right? I know.
Maybe they would have given you more time off for knitting.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Would have been. So you were saying any ideas? I know that Magpie is going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still so happy
awesome.
with the Magpie effortless? No. The V-neck thing that I wore.
Understated.
That one.
That's beautiful.
So, yeah. And I loved that yarn, and I beat that yarn up something awful knitting that because I
maybe
took it out.
Shouldn't be super washed, though, so that it won't pill as much.
The DK, what is that? What's the vintage? Is vintage DK?
Worsted.
Oh, see, that's the one thing about Magpie. I don't think they're... I seem to recall... I remember I needed worsted, but I don't think they had it in the color or the combination that I...
I could make it out of Yoth.
Yeah. But I mean, they have... The Magpie comes in that nylon, cashmere, wool combination. So anyway, I was, Well, and speaking of yarn, I've decided that while I'm gone, I'm going to venture into new...
Without me?
Yeah! No! You're welcome to come!
Okay, you're welcome to come.
I'm so excited. Well, I have a yarn store planned for every day. For next week.
Maybe it would be, we're going to have our July's our birthday month. So we're going to have a birthday month giveaway. And I've been thinking about what we should give away.
Okay.
And so I was thinking, it would be great if we knew of a dyer, a California dyer. But I don't know very many. I know Sincere Sheep. But maybe Verb for Keeping Warm, maybe if you go there, they have their own yarn, but we could buy a skein of yarn to give away.
Oh, that would be fun.
You could buy.
Yeah. No, I will go and research. Oh, bummer. What?
Yeah.
Awful project to have to work on.
I know, right? Yarn. So where are you going to
go? Uncommon Thread in Los Altos, because that's where we start off. Then Knit This, Purl That in Pleasanton. Then there's Fillery Yarns in San Jose.
No, I've never heard of that one.
I haven't heard of hardly any of these.
I've heard of the other ones, but I've never heard of that one.
Well, and what I did was I went into Ravelry, and you can, under yarns, if you click on that tab, then if you look down a little ways, you can plot. You can say that you're traveling to and from someplace, and you can establish how many miles off the beaten path you want to take, and it'll tell you, according to your route, how many, where all the different yarn stores are, and, Fabridge, and how many people from Ravelry have visited that store or named that store as being a place.
I didn't know that.
I'm so excited. So, there were a ton. So I was looking a couple up on the internet and, trying to figure out which ones weren't too far. So the first week I'm going to have a car. So I figure the first week, I can kind of go a little farther afield. Like I can go to a Verb, which is in Oakland. And then this last 2 weeks, I'm going to be in city proper. And so it's got to be like San Francisco stores. So I've got my first weeks plotted out. And the one that I'm really excited about is the Black Squirrel in Berkeley. So I looked them up. It's an all-women owned store, which I guess maybe isn't that unusual for yarn stores. But anyway, so this woman started this store. It's such a cute story. She started this store because she wanted to do something for crafters. And she said that outside of her office, she would watch the black squirrels. So, and black squirrels gather their nuts and gather things. And that's how crafters are. Crafters gather.
That's true.
So that's how they came up with the name of the black squirrel in Berkeley.
Aren't there really black squirrels in Berkeley?
I don't know, but where she
But that's
was.
okay.
But
That's okay.
So, and they have the really cute acorn as a logo.
Oh, cute.
Really
Very
cute. So anyway, so I'm excited to go up there. They have a big space. They've got fabric. They have yarn, and they have like a creating space. So I'm really excited to go up there. I'm hoping to be up there. The earliest I'd be up there would be Tuesday. But yeah, so that's.
Well, if you let me know, I'll meet you at one of those places.
Ooh.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
Take a day off.
So, woohoo. So, yeah, get your stitches.
Get my stitches. Yeah.
Sorry. God forbid. Anyway.
Sorry. Sorry, people. I have to take the day off for yarn shopping.
So, anyway. So,
That's
so
fun.
I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So, and I've never been to a Verb for Keeping Warm. I mean, we've been to their booths at Stitches like how many times?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So
I've never been to any of those stores.
So, I think I've been to Uncommon Threads, but it was ages ago. So,
fun.
Yeah. So
are you going to look
I'm
for
excited.
anything in particular, or just
you know, Uncommon Thread has the Ice Sager yarn, which is the yarn that Church Mouse recommended for the Uncommon Wrapper.
Modern Wrapper.
Yeah. Thank you. I just need to suck with names. So Uncommon.
That'll be so fun.
So so I want to go look at that. I'm in this hunt for a sport weight.
It would be good to see that in person.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm in the mood. Whatever inspires me. And then my sister went to, where did she go?
Lobby Enemy.
That one. She went to.
This is
telling you, you're in my brain.
It's fine because names stick in my head.
So she went to Lobby Enemy. I'm so excited. She got beautiful yarn for me when she was in Paris. So
sweet.
She said she just sent it in the mail today.
Oh, I can't wait. Next podcast, we'll see it.
Yeah. So she got a kit for herself for Vertices, and she got a kit for me. And she said the people were really nice. She said that. She didn't really care for some of the colors that they had in some of the kits. So the woman was like, well, what color do you like? And she said, oh my gosh, she had just a wall of yarn with all different colors.
That's cool.
So she picked out some really pretty colors for herself. So I'm excited. So that'll be fun.
What color way is yours?
It's like pinks and peaches. So which fits. I saw it online and I didn't ask her for it, but big sisters. She picked it out for me. And she's like, I just saw that color and I thought you'd like it. And I was like, yeah.
That's so sweet.
So I'm so excited. So that's cool.
That's so sweet.
So I'm
super excited. How are the hummingbirds doing? I haven't asked you about the hummingbirds.
Did you get the picture that I sent you?
Gary can put a picture in.
Well, yeah, I guess he could, but now that you've asked, we don't want to keep everybody in suspense. I have
They'll get it at the same time that.
I've got the picture right here. Yeah, that they're watching it, I guess.
Yeah.
But yes, Gary can put the picture in, but I don't know if you can kind of see them. You can kind of see their little beaks up there. So, but yeah, there's. You can see their beaks right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then today they were really cute because I go out and check on them like daily because we have a small pond that the bow is over, the branch. I go out daily to make sure the little hummingbird isn't floating. I because I'm afraid that they're going to try to
Oh,
fly
yeah, and fall.
and I'm thinking maybe I should put like the pond skimmer underneath so that if they fall, they don't drown. They'll, you know, like,
Yeah.
but then I'm trying to have faith that most birds don't fall out of the nest when they're
And that they know what to
and
do.
they know what to do. So yeah.
The goals have been quiet at work. No more
No more-
mating outside my window. So
No
that's,
more
that's been good.
sexicles.
Yeah, no, that's been good. It's all been
Good.
relatively quiet.
Good.
So other wildlife, no other wildlife sightings or.
That's good. Yeah, no, we we had a snake.
Oh, what kind?
I think we've all established it was a gopher snake.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, well, he came and visited the house 3 times, and the 3rd time Warren looked at him and said, "Dude, you're done," and put him in the trash can.
Oh, but they're healthy.
But Warren doesn't like snakes. Like, I took care of him the first few times, and Warren was like, so he was just done. But yeah, they're kind of nice to have around to get rid of the nasty varmints. So anyway, do you have anything in your queue?
In my queue, I have the Deshane sweater out of Drops Bell yarn, because I'm knitting from stash, and so that's a cotton blend yarn that I've had for a while. So I have that.
Is it a pullover or a?
Yeah, it's a pullover, and it has an old shale lace pattern down the middle.
Oh, pretty.
And it's kind of just loose. So I have that. Honestly, the garden's been keeping me busy. The apricot tree is full of apricots, so I'm just waiting until I can make jam.
Yeah.
To check it out tomorrow, but I think tomorrow might be a little too soon. Might need another week.
Yeah.
We'll see. So
I have a dehydrator if you want.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom used to have a dehydrator, and so she would make fruit leather and all of that. But and the tomatoes are doing really well.
Make apricot brandy.
Yes, we could drink that.
We
would just sleep after the podcast.
No, we put it in like a little sparkling water, seltzer water or something with a little sugar cube and.
I've never tried that.
Or
that'd be yummy.
in tea.
Mm-hmm.
I can think of all kinds of things to do with that.
Yeah. So apricots, tomatoes have been keeping me busy. I mean, just.
Have you gotten a tomato yet?
No, they're green.
Oh, well.
So too early.
And we should have tomatoes. That's positive.
Basil's growing. Yeah, the whole garden's growing. Lots of Meyer lemons.
Nice.
So
good.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a Meyer lemon tree.
Yes.
How big is it?
Huge.
Really?
Yeah, we have a fig tree, a plum tree, an apricot tree.
Fig tree?
Yeah. I usually have so many figs I give them away, and somehow I don't know how that. I know. See, it's at the beginning of the school year, so it must be when you're super busy. And so now that we see each other now that we see each other every 2 weeks. Yeah, I made balsamic fig jam last year.
Yeah, I'm bummed because I'm leaving town, and the guy at the farmer's market said the figs will be in the next week or two.
Oh, ours aren't going to be ready yet. No, they won't be ready till like August.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he gets some this time of year, and then he gets some later.
Like these are later. So it's only apricots right now.
Only.
So, and the tree is full. Last year we hardly had any, so all that did us
fruit,
good.
And the fruit goes every other year, usually. Sorry, that was Minnie. So
now we're just chattering.
Yeah.
So,
I have 2 things.
Yes.
So in my queue, I have some Woolfolk far that Warren and the girls bought me for a birthday present, and I was supposed to put it in a shawl with another Woolfolk yarn that escapes my mind. And I didn't like the way it was feeling, so I haven't used it.
What color is it?
White. Like a white, creamy white.
Mm-hmm.
So I went online and I was looking at different patterns, and I found this one, which I really like. It's called the Uniform Cardigan. I'm messing this up. It's too bad. Okay. And they do it in a long and a short version.
Mm-hmm.
I just want something kind of comfy. So that's
nice.
Long version.
And is that
the short version?
worsted weight?
Well, they designed it, and they. they designed it using the wool folk.
Oh, nice.
So, and that's the shorter version.
Which would you make?
The longer version. So,
Cool.
but I really like that.
Mm-hmm,
So,
I like that.
So it's called the Uniform Cardigan, and it's by Carrie Bostick Hogue.
Nice.
So, there's a worsted version, which implies that there's another version too. Erin.
Cool.
Oh, I thought they did it using. Well, anyway, somebody did it using Woolfolk. So, but yeah, I just kind of wanted a big, comfy cardigan. So I think that's in my queue. And then gadget.
Yeah. Do you have a gadget recommendation this week?
Not that I have been seaming much lately, because I've really been into the whole top-down sweater to the point where I seam bottom-up sweaters, and I'm reluctant to. Although that one cardigan that I'm going to get yarn for one of these days, I'm probably going to do, and that's bottom up. Anyway, so this is a Susan Bates knit clip. Love these. When I was seaming, you put your seams together that you're going to sew together. And these are great because they hold the seam together. And then that way you're not, like, you know how you start your seam for the side seam, and it may not match up perfectly by the time you get to your underarm. So you kind of have to jiggle things around, or you get to the underarm and you got to take out, and you kind of have to jiggle around a little bit. This is nice because it holds everything together, so that if you kind of can do like a dry run of seaming it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're going to do a better job explaining
it. No. It makes
these.
Perfect sense. I have just hair clips, little mini hair clips that I use for that same purpose. So mine are a tiny bit smaller, but they also have all the teeth, so, but that has the one tooth.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So anyway, I think these are really great if you're seaming a sweater, especially if you are new at knitting and you're seaming for the first time. It kind of holds everything together. And then if you notice that you're not being even with your seaming on both sides, picking up stitches in the right place, you can kind of jiggle around before you end up with a whole bunch of extra under the underarm. So,
I've started from both ends before, and then worked my way to the middle.
That's another way to do it.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure there are all
you've
kinds
got a
of
lot
ways.
more experience with sweaters than I do. So anyway, that's my gadget. Do we have any shout outs or anything? Did you your gold stars? We haven't done your gold stars for a while.
I know. Gold stars. I've been watching a lot of new podcasts. Let's see. Forest City Girls. They're in Canada, in Ontario, I think. The reason why I opened that one up is because I saw it pop up, Forest City Girls, and my father grew up in a town called Forest City, and so I thought, I wonder if they're from that tiny little town, but they aren't. And then I watched another one called Wolf Forest, and they're both relatively new podcasts. I mean, older than ours, but I have so much respect and so much empathy for new podcasters, because it's kind of hard.
It is.
I figured that out. So I've been watching those, and I really like those. So those are my shout outs.
Good.
So cool. Yeah. So we will see you in a couple of weeks, and we'll hear all about Joan's
my adventure
shop,
and hopefully
shop hopping.
Yeah, my plan is since I won't be able to do the laundry and I won't be shopping for a whole family.
You'll be
cooking for a whole family and all that. My plan is to hopefully get a ton of knitting done.
That would be awesome.
I'm kind of looking forward to it. So
so it'll be fun. So we'll see you when we see you. And July 1, we'll start our birthday month giveaway.
Yes.
And so we'll have a thread in Ravelry that you can just reply to put yourself in that giveaway. I think Gary's going to make a bag, and we'll get some yarn, and so that'll be fun.
Ooh, Gary's going to make a bag.
Yeah,
I might have to enter that giveaway.
Well, he said he was going to make you one, but I said, I don't think we have the right color fabric yet. Okay. I said, she wants bright.
Yes, bright.
Right?
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Cheers.
Bye.
Happy knitting.
Happy knitting.